One of my younger barbers did a pixie cut on this Asian girl, and it got and there was no saving it.
Here's a
and
photo.
I stepped in and I really tried to help, but yeah, she definitely cried.
Yeah.
Problem is though,
What's up? I got
that
to
you
go,
have to
sir.
grow the sides out.
That's fine. It already does that.
cool with it?
Yes, it already does that. That's what I'm saying. I had the cul-de-sac.
What's it
It
along?
literally opens up for you to do what you fucking need to do. It literally.
How generous.
Yeah. Park. This nigga is nothing
For
but
me?
fucking.
For me to do what I need
It's
to do?
specifically,
gosh.
Specifically,
he's
you.
growing it with Sam in mind.
Or.
Oh, well, okay.
All right,
well,
and
all
then,
right.
And then maybe one next time y'all get some of his texture hair.
He cut it, and he did the eyebrows.
Yeah.
To put his hair on you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you keep any of it?
Oh my God. Yeah.
We
not
took a
his,
lot off.
Not his specifically, but
No,
yeah, I need.
But give you like white boy hair?
Yes. Oh shit.
That would be great.
Oh, wanna
hey,
do it?
my culture's not your costume, buddy.
Chill.
Oh man.
Chill.
No more blackface, white hair.
Yeah, you do Bieber hair, I'm doing blackface. Same
Oh
concept.
my God. Whoa. We should go black hair. It's different. All right. Hair for hair. All right. Hair for hair.
All right. Let's get the intro out the way.
What is the intro at this point?
An apology.
The intro out the way.
I apologize for my comments.
The thoughts and views of this podcast. Anyways, welcome to DLC. Welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Serrato, and I got my guy like B-Chan. I got Matt with me, and we got a special guest in the building. Say what's up, special guest.
What's up, guys? Sam.
Can
Sam
we get
Cats, Baltimore.
There we go. Can we get a full intro for the people so they know where to find you at real quick?
Yeah, so I am the owner and master barber at Clipper City Barber Company in Fells Point. We are on Instagram and all socials, Clipper City Barber Company. And it's been awesome to be here. This has been fun, guys, so far, and we're just getting started.
But basically, we're just gonna ask you a couple little quick questions that we kind of like to ask everybody, and just see kind of what your answer is. We think it's kind of fun to see what everybody's different answer to the same kind of question, kind of thing. And then we'll get a little bit of kind of like what your story is, and then what you got going on. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Hit the like button, subscribe button, follow, do all that
Smash
good
that
stuff
like button.
if you haven't already done it. And we're gonna get into it. So I want to start, I guess, with the basic question of what does culture mean to you?
Culture is just basically, what makes us us. Depending on where you are and who you hang out with, I think that's the way I want to answer is it makes us us.
Okay. I like that.
We all had such vastly different answers when we get thrown on here. We've probably asked that question, six, seven different times so far. And we've had some completely bad shit, crazy, that might have been on me, by the way, but some completely long, ran out stories about trying to break it apart. And then we've had just us, which is very
I
casual.
feel like, it can be more detailed than that, but it actually is a simple anscer.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the simple answer because I feel like my answer was dumb long.
Mine
was
was
dumb
mine
long, too.
Yeah.
And I like that. Everybody's different, man.
I was
some
tiptoeing through a
just
rant.
get right to it.
Trying not to
I
offend
was
anybody.
literally saying what he said, but just much longer.
I realize there's people like you that make like Hallmark cards, like shit.
Yeah.
Like short, sweet, to the point.
My card would
Yeah.
be way too
I
long
like
to
what
be
you're
on the
saying,
shelf.
but we need way less words.
Right.
Nike,
See, I'm not good at that.
just
I'm not
do
good
it
at that.
style. Yep.
All right, so I always look at like being a barber as like its own art form, basically. Like you have to be really like it's a talent. You have to be good at it. Like I feel like a lot of different trades. So like when did you know that you had the creativity or like the talent or like that this is the angle that you wanted to take in life? Like you wanted to be a master barber. Or...
Yeah, so I got started cutting hair after I went to Puerto Rico.
Wow.
For spring break, my junior year of high school.
Okay.
With my best friend.
Might need that story, Lee.
Did not know this.
Dude, and I had just been like buzzing my head or going to my mom's salon with her, like, as a kid, right? Yeah. And we went to a barbershop in the hood, and it changed my life.
A Dominican hood.
It was Puerto Rican.
That will happen.
hood.
That will happen. You pick the right one.
So, I was always pretty, like, free to do whatever I wanted with my hair. I had mohawks. I had, it's like fun colors and shit, like with like hair gel and stuff. Nothing too serious.
Okay.
But so I didn't have to worry. I could like do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, I was like, yo, give me some designs, man. Like, do whatever you want. And he gave me the most insane haircut to this date. And I looked Puerto Rican. It was awesome. It was awesome. I felt so immersed in that culture, and the barbershop had fight videos, and everyone was hanging out. And I had just never been around anything like that, and I was like, I think this is what I should be doing. So my friends got me a straight razor, and I just took like a pair of clippers and just started
Los
buzzing everybody's heads.
pantalones.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I
in
like
the Spanish
that.
barbershops, man, they be going, you be like,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, all barbershops are different, bro. Like that's the fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sick one, and
They
it
never
definitely
understand
impacted
English.
me.
It pisses me off. They be like, "What you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, cool. He can speak
mean,
English."
they never understand
Bro,
English?
the one I went yesterday, he was like,
sound
what
crazy.
you want?" And I'm like, "All right, cool, yo. Let me get the two in the beard. You feel me? Let me get the body." He's like,
Thoughts and views of this
"Por
podcast.
qué?" He looked at his homeboy. He came over like, "Yeah." She said, "What?"
Brent's views are his own.
Just a reminder, he's very passionate about a lot of things.
Passionate about my haircuts, I guess.
Oh man. All right. So what's your like? I got a good question. What's your like biggest inspiration for like as far as like barbers go? Do you have one of those?
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's a bunch of different brands that I, want to emulate. Mostly from Europe, but a couple from the U.S. Menspire is probably the coolest brand that I've seen in all of the barber game to date, and they're based out of the UK. Have a couple other spots in Europe. They just do it differently. It's a little bit more technical than I want to be, but mixing that kind of polished idea with a little bit more rugged American traditional barbershop vibes is what I'm going for.
Oh my God, you sound like the American traditional tattoo people.
What you mean?
Why do you say that?
Careful.
You know what's crazy? I actually don't like American traditional. I just hate the way
Why?
it looks. I just don't like the way it looks.
What do you mean you don't like the way it
Let's
looks?
deep dive.
I don't like the way it looks.
You don't like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Let's deep dive
You
into
sound
this.
crazy.
No, I don't. It's so many.
What
other,
about it?
It just looks half bland, half dead. Like
Half dead.
Okay, but deep. All right, so as a tattoo person now,
Yeah, now
do you
gotta speak to
understand
him. What do
why
you
that style looks like that? Like,
I know there's a history behind it because I watched Ink Masters, but but when I
Big
see
Ink
it,
Masters guy.
even on the it just doesn't appease my artistic eye.
I mean, every style is not for everybody. That's why everybody
when
picks
I
their
see
own
it,
style. I get that, but
it seems like everyone pushes that style so fucking hard, and I'm just like,
Well, I
Jesus
think if you
Christ.
watch, Ink Master, they push that as a learning process because it's the basics. You gotta learn the basics
Okay.
before you can do anything else.
They make it seem like it's the fucking hardest thing in the world to get it like
well,
right.
it's hard because you have to do it a certain way, or it's not the correct way to
or it's
do
not
that
traditional.
style. It's not. Right, it's something else if you don't do it the right way. If you use random, if he put pinks and yellows and blended all the colors together, it would no longer be
American traditional, yeah.
American traditional. It would be new school, it'd be neo traditional, it'd be something else. If you want that look, that specific way, the way the sailors used to do it back in the day, the way they used to do it when they were doing this in the back of bars and XYZ shit.
Got you. And then
you got to do it that kind of way. When they had 3 colors to pick from, that's why the shit looks like that. They only had basic stuff to use. That was the only option. So they had to find a style that was appeasing, would stand the test of time. Would last. And that bold line wave style is something that it has permeated into a lot of different art forms over the years. And I really like how it looks. Personally, even though neo traditional is my particular specialty, but I like how it looks the best. So that's why I took that and transformed that. I feel like it flows the best between the art forms that I like now that are a little bit more modern. But it's all I think that everybody's style is its own thing, and you gotta do it. You gotta do it. The right way for sure.
Well, no one should get a tattoo that they don't want.
Exactly.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
When is that not true?
The people who come up to court and be like, "Yo, yeah," the people that was on
Ain't nobody
Ink
ever came
Master,
up to me with a tattoo.
canvases.
They wanted it. They wanted it to be an Ink Master.
tattoo.
Nah,
but they
that's
might
different.
not want the tattoo they got.
Nah, that's different. They wanted to be on a competition show. They didn't.
True.
They
might
got
not
whatever
want
they
it.
got.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. You don't know or want what you. know what I'm saying?
a normal situation.
You're volunteering to go in and hope you don't get a dick tatted on you.
That's not what happens, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times you should just get what you want.
Get what you want.
I only have one tattoo. I can't comment on that. I've been saying I wanted to get a sleeve for like 10 years now, and I've made zero progress.
Me and Corey working on my space
You just
sleeve.
walk in and say, "Hey, I want a sleeve, right?"
Yeah, hey, give me a
like
sleeve,
what
man.
happens?
Honestly, people do that shit.
I know they do.
And then I gotta stand there and explain to them for
I
like
want
an
a
hour
full sleeve
about how it
right
doesn't work
now.
like that. But like, yeah.
So,
It's in pieces. Right. Like,
That's-
sure you can't afford it right now. All right now.
That's my
I'll
problem.
never
though.
assume-
I'm trying to decide what I want, and I know that eventually, when I get more, that process gets easier because then you have more. But to me, having one, that second one is so important. Then that third, I think they become less and less important because you have more
Definitely.
to like fill in. But right now, I literally have this. So like I want everything here, but I don't know what I want. And this took me 18 years to decide one. So at this rate, we're never
I feel like
gonna get a sleeve.
I feel like you're in one of the best positions that you could be in as a person that wants tattoos. Like especially knowing that you want all of that
'Cause
and
you're
having
open
all of
canvas
that clean
now.
Space. I wish I could just like snap and have like a whole arm free and just be able to like plan intricately the entire thing from go.
But I don't want to like be cliche
that would
and
be
be
crazy.
like, oh, give me roses to fill in the gap. Give me ivy.
that's what I'm saying,
But that's what they're for.
But I need
that's
something
not-
like that.
But that's where your artist comes in. The artist that you
Yeah.
go to should be able to say, okay,
I'ma blend it
let's
with
go
this.
through what you like. Let's find some stuff. Let's put some stuff together. Let's show you some options. Let's put it together like this. Let's see if you like that, and then you'll find the thing that you like.
Next episode.
Next
tune
episode,
in.
you could just be
Matt's
doing
getting a full
we could
sleeve.
just do tats. You feel me? And just
Hey, we can do that. We can do
bet.
DLC vlog.
I
We can do
need
that.
to figure that out, and so I'm down with it. We were gonna do a little sneak peek. We were gonna consider doing a tattoo episode where
Specialty
we
episode.
We
Right.
like really just like I think I just need to do it. Like if I was in the shop and you're just like just send it, and once it touches me,
Yo, so let's do a challenge.
the
How about you
whole
just put it
sleeve
on
done.
him and see how he feels about it?
Yeah, and
come
then-
up with like 3.
once you start, then I'm gonna be like go go go, and I'll probably a year from now I'll have like 10. But I need that second one. I need it to just get it.
You got to rip the band-aid off. That's
Yeah.
all.
I get it. Yeah, exactly.
We just gotta sit down
'Cause
and
I was
find you
18
something-
when I got this. I'm 26 now.
I'm trying to tell you. You just
we
need to
just
sit
get
down
your
and find a
first video
design you
on
really
you?
like, and you'll want to like
Really
once you
deep
see what you
dive.
want, and you know that that's really fire as fuck. That's what I want. Then you'll be
And
like, all right, I'll
I
get it
look
next
forward
Tuesday.
to this having like
right.
random pieces where
Yeah,
they
like,
might not all
that's-
mean as much, but
That's what I
some
like.
of them do
I
really fill the
love
gap.
when a whole bunch of randomness
Comes
looks
together.
uniform.
Yeah.
Like I fucking love
it just
that.
takes patience.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it definitely did not,
Look,
you know.
I
Yeah,
hate-
even this
yeah.
arm, like I feel like it's completely unfinished. This one is like almost complete.
I like that, yeah. I hate it where it's like here and then here and then here. And like it makes no sense.
But you
I
gotta
want
start.
them-
You gotta start.
But I want them all kind of touch when they start. Like I want this to connect to this, to connect to this,
I
connect
kind of
to this.
started one, you know.
Yeah.
Started this.
Like
on this
it's
side.
uniform. At least it's within like it's
Yeah.
close. Like I don't know. My buddy
Spaceship.
had one where it was like one in the back of his leg and then one on his arm and one on his shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, I have 3 tats, but you got to do a jumping. You got to like get
Take his
undressed to
clothes
show
off,
me all
yeah.
3 of them." I want to say I have 3 tats. They're right here.
That's lame.
You know, it's lame.
Fucking lame,
I
bro.
want to start. I
Hey
don't know.
man, everybody gets tattoos.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
Exactly.
start stripping. You feel me?
You-
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
got. I
dude.
mean, if a dude asks
Well,
you, be like, I got 3.
you gotta do a-
That's it for you. You feel me? You might
Yeah.
get a picture
A
when I
secret
first got it.
fourth.
But the girls be like, oh, I can show you. Ah.
Okay, so
We're gonna follow.
we're getting
this up
tattoos
on the.
for different reasons.
Yeah. We're gonna follow this up on the tattoo episode, all right? Because I don't want this whole thing to be about tattoos on episode.
True.
But
It's all art.
He all attacked me for goddamn talking about
You
what's
started
this.
this.
I know, right?
You woke the demon.
Well, hey, you was just talking crazy for a second.
You
was
talking crazy
for a
on
second.
tattoos.
All right, I got a good question for you to follow up. What do people just generally misunderstand about the craft of being a barber?
I guess
That it takes craft.
probably most consistently when people come in asking for like a trim versus like a full cut, like what's a trim?
A fade, like 2 inches off the top, maybe.
Like not
2
knowing
inches.
what they want.
It's a full haircut.
Oh shit,
Absolutely.
a centimeter off the top.
No, actually, a trim would probably be barely anything, if at all.
You
off
just
the
make
top.
it even, like
Yeah.
Guile from Street Fighter. Just-
Yeah, and then taking the size down a little. I mean,
I always thought of a trim as like just redoing like your hairline type shit, like edging your shit
so
up. or
there'd
whatever.
be like a shape up,
Like shape up, right? Like, that's
but
what I-
like,
like,
so
when I
so
want that, that's
this
like
is
it.
why we do it by time. It's because shape up and a trim could take the same amount of time. So why even worry about what you're calling it?
right.
Just say you need 15 minutes.
Which is, by the way, the same way I charge for tattoos. I do
Yeah.
hourly.
You see,
I don't like
I mean,
by the
like,
piece.
dude,
Hey, bro, I need 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like,
massage therapists charge by hour. Like plenty of services
Yeah.
charge by hour.
but you still get to dictate what you want in that service.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
tough.
but it doesn't matter what you're getting as long
Right,
as
right.
this is how long you need.
So it's tough when somebody walks in and has like no clue what they actually want, and you have to kind of like my barber I used to go to, never again, don't worry. I used to go to, I'm cheating on him now. Is he would tell me a lot of the story times about, because I would go in there with vastly different ideas, like be grown out, and I would show him pictures, be like, can I do this? Can I do this? And he said the hardest part is having somebody come in with a photo of what they want to look like and having to explain, your hair does not go that way. Like, you can't force it.
No, Asians are getting.
That's a good. I
Yeah,
didn't think
but
about
why
that.
does he think that's hard? That's an easy thing
Well,
to say.
no, he says
say,
that
hey,
that's
this
the
isn't
most
you.
difficult thing is that he has to always explain that to people is you can't do this, and they'll be like, well, can we just do this? And then and the result isn't what they want because they're basing it off of somebody else, not themselves.
Honestly, pictures are great because you can say you aren't this person, so I'm gonna do this cut on you, but it's not gonna look the same as this picture.
Like, I used to try and go for the DiCaprio look all the time with the middle fade or middle part and the pushback, and I hated it. And for years, I tried and stick with it. I hated it. I'm like, it looks great on this guy. Our hair looks the same. And eventually the barber's like, dude, your hair is way too straight and flat.
Is that
it's
called
not going to go.
a cowlick, what you have now?
What, like Widow's Peak cowlick situation?
No, like what you have now.
This is
What
just a
that
big
called?
ass forehead is what I have.
No, that's in front. What about on top?
What is it?
It's just texture.
He did it.
Yeah.
Short textured, like kind
Very
of.
textured.
But you don't call it anything? Like,
This is the basic Y2 cut.
but it has a
Hey,
name.
you want to know why? Because I didn't have to tell him.
Like,
He said, I got you.
We say bit. We say, you feel me? There's lots of code that we use to tell what type of, what's the name you had?
So
I know-
he came in and we basically just went over. We're gonna go shorter on top. How short do you want on the sides?
We got a potty break.
Potty break.
We got a potty
PP.
break. PP.
That's all right. We don't need Brent for all this.
In fact, we prefer if he wasn't here.
That's good anyway. Because I got a question that might, I don't know, maybe take a little longer to explain. What was your biggest risk in your journey so far, and has it paid off?
Probably opening this shop now because before I had a studio that I split with my then girlfriend, now wife. And it was very cheap. Thank you. It was very cheap to do that. Cheap enough that I was able to open up a whole nother studio somewhere else. So I had 2 separate locations to cut at, one of which included gym memberships and all this stuff. And I had to leave both of those essentially to be able to afford to do this one in the beginning. And now it's paying off. But I didn't know how fast it would come back. I didn't know how much money we were going to make.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
Yeah, I went to school for entrepreneurship, and I didn't do any financials. You were supposed to. Yeah. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I just knew the way that I work is I just work harder until it's working.
See,
He would have loved our college episode because we all had the same story of kind of just like we went to school for something and then the best advice we had was just doing it in real life and learning it the hard way.
Yeah.
All of us kind of took that dive in a different way, and that's what like you said. You can go to school for financials and like.
Well, no, but I did go for entrepreneurship.
Right. Yeah.
Which
didn't
was
have that
super
part.
helpful.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't use the financial side is what I meant.
Gotcha.
Because I'm not a finance guy. Like I'm not gonna do my numbers. I'm not gonna do my accounting. I have people for that. I'd rather do that and then use my skills, which is networking and building business.
Yeah.
And you gotta delegate things. You can't be the one who's doing all of it. So just focus on what you're doing best.
see, and I don't want to like again bogart the whole topic and shit and be talking about me, but like I feel like I operated like that for my own business for like a decade basically, and it worked real well until it didn't work when I had the wrong people chosen to be doing certain things.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I wish, and if hindsight was 2020, that I would have gone back and I would have fucking looked at those fucking finance. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have looked at all that shit.
Yeah, you have to have the right person
So doing it
that.
again, I definitely would have the right person. Your time is the most. I always found as an entrepreneur, your time is the most expensive thing. And if that's the first thing you got to buy back is your time. You got to get people to do the shit that you shouldn't be spending time doing.
And recognizing when you're the wrong person.
Yeah,
to be doing
I
stuff.
wanted to be my own video editor for so long, and that was the biggest thing that set me back was I could not edit, and I needed to know some of the stuff you need to recognize. You got to outsource that. You got to find a guy for that. It's your finances. Now, had you spent the time learning finances, had I spent the time learning to be a video editor, maybe be in a different position, but recognizing that that's going to take 5-10 years, and we don't have that time anymore.
It's back to like what I said before, but do you even want to do that?
Same.
Like I don't
It was
even
just a
want to
necessity.
learn how to do my accounting. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather
Bro, I had
let
to-
someone else do that.
I watched this dude do it from scratch. So I've learned. We spent the whole summer cramming
And bro,
Photoshop
I
video.
only learned
Premiere.
what I taught you because I had to.
Right.
Like, it's not because
Same
I wanted
thing,
to be a
right.
video
Yeah,
editor.
yeah.
I didn't want to be.
Somebody's
got
got to edit the videos.
I don't want to know how to do the lighting and do the
Yeah.
fucking back end shit and do my flyers
wanna
and do the
show up and
graphics.
have the- yeah.
I just want to sit here and paint the fucking sheets, bro. I don't want to
Yep,
do nothing
I
else.
feel that.
Like that's the problem. Like if I didn't have to do anything else, I'd be golden.
Yeah,
But
right.
like the problem is that you just can't do that.
But that's
Like,
that's the point in business you try to always get to. When you
it's
can
hard,
step back
yeah.
and you don't have to do nothing no more. It just runs itself.
It's hard getting to the point where you can just be the
Residuals.
dude in the spot that you should be in and be a star in their role type shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
even-
hard to get to that.
Even with
that's
this,
when you
right
really
now,
make it.
number one thing I'm having to do right now is recruit people. I cannot stand that. I want to just manage, but I can't manage people until you have them. And the recruiting part, that's what we're talking about, marketing and mass communications and all that stuff. I do not specialize in that. I think
a pain in the
networking is
ass.
pretty easy, but like
Not for
that's
everybody.
about it. Like, yeah, I can't wait to get over that roadblock, and I've understood that I'm outsourcing that now because I'm not that guy. Bring on the recruiter so that you can double down on management, something like that.
it's tough, man. Business is,
It's tough, but it's incredibly rewarding. At least when you're doing it for yourself. That's how I feel about it.
Even if it doesn't work out, the experience is there. The resume ability, it is insane. It's a whole another level.
if you could download one skill or superpower, as they say, right, in your journey, what would it be? Something to help you be better at, exactly what you do.
Superpower.
Or, if it's a better question, what's one piece of advice that you'd give your younger self starting out?
I do want to hear the superpower one though. Some barber superpower that can make your job easier. Knowing what people want before they ask.
To know the perfect.
Shit, am I reading something?
Knowing that, that'd be a great,
Yeah, mine reading would be cool, but I don't think it's unnecessary. I'm already good at getting out.
I
with
already
things.
read mine.
I'm already the shit.
I mean, this one I already have. So.
Flex. Okay.
I'm already the best in the city, boy. Stop playing.
Stop playing.
So what do you want? Shut up.
Fuck it is,
Sit down.
dummy.
Fuck it is, stupid.
Fuck it is, dummy. Get your head cut up here.
Maybe from click the mute button. Just let people just go. I didn't have to. No, I'm just kidding.
So you don't have to talk to people?
no, so I don't have to hear it.
Yeah. So just being able to turn it off.
That's a good one. That's funny. That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
That's true. I mean, you got to listen to so many people all day long, every day, and it's the same. How's the weather?
It can be, but when you have clients the way that I have had them for years now,
You care.
And we know more, so you don't have to basically do as much small talk. I can hit, and I've got a good memory, so I can remember what we talked about last time. So it's just catching up, man. I'm sometimes closer to my clients than I am some of my friends because we talk more frequently.
Step up, friends.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Support your man's business and come
And
talk to him.
it overlaps a lot. I have lots of clients and friends.
Gosh,
That's right.
Cool. Did we get your piece of advice? I don't know if we got
Advice to my younger self.
What do I do first?
I
would you
do
tell you?
wish that I had gotten my barber license first before I went to college. It wouldn't have changed much as far as timeline, and I would have been able to cut professionally the whole time. Had that many more years experience, been making actually money, not having to work at dumb restaurant jobs. I could have just worked in the shop. So that would have just put me ahead another couple of years.
So starting sooner.
Yeah, starting sooner.
Gotcha.
And I already knew I wanted to. So I should have just taken a year, gotten my barber license, and then gone to college. It would have been a really smart way to do it.
Because you could have just been. Bop, bop, bop,
Yeah,
bop, and
I was, but
get
for
out.
free or $5. You know what I mean?
no, 25. Sir.
I would have been charging regular
You
pricing.
see this here? This means 25. Let me get that.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Okay.
That's a good point. That's a good one.
I think it's pretty universal too. Start younger. I think
Yeah.
the older everyone gets, it's do you imagine if you had just had that skill set in middle school, high school,
Yeah.
college?
Sometimes you already have the skill set. It's
Well,
just
imagine if you had
pushing
acted
it.
upon it.
Yeah, it's
but
about
hindsight
pursuing it.
2020,
I
right?
know,
We don't
right?
have once we fully developed, we can look back and say that pretty easily. But would 12-year-old Matt have listened to myself?
Hell yeah. If I saw him like, who the fuck? Oh, word.
I think I would have listened to my dad.
Oh, word.
It wouldn't have been a big,
All this
Yeah.
anxiety will be over with? Oh, word.
Yep.
I'd have been somebody.
All right. So how do you
Else.
define success for yourself now, looking into the future? When would you call it? Okay, this is what I was looking for. I made it now. I'm good. I'm successful now.
I mean, I feel successful, but it's
Hey,
not.
I'm not saying it might be now.
Yeah, I mean, but it's levels, right? I'm entry level successful.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
That's good.
So where are you trying to land at? You trying to be Jeff Bezos successful, or are you trying
No,
to be?
I don't
A bunch
need
of chains.
that kind of riches. I think being rich enough to not worry about anything as far as and that's like money wise.
You wanna do
but to
anything,
be
you
able
got
to
it.
do whatever I want. Like
When you want
if
it.
that's another barbershop, so be it. If that's not another barbershop and it's like, openly buying a house or starting another business, I don't want to have any limitations when it comes to, finance or my life.
That's what I'm
like
talking about.
that's success. Is just being able to
Letting-
do whatever you
letting
want, whenever
art-
you want,
letting art
because
lead
you
his
want to.
life.
So you don't have any plans for like I want 15 barbershops.
I want
this-
more. I definitely want more, but I'm not going to put a number on it.
Okay,
It's more
okay.
about the location and like how one of the challenges of being an entrepreneur is like managing your growth. It's not doing it too fast or too late.
Right.
You have to do it
See,
right at the right
I
time.
didn't do that part good.
Yeah, it was hard
didn't do that
to
part good.
recognize. It's really hard to recognize.
It looks all good when
man.
you first start because it's just like, oh,
You got
yes.
people just throwing shit at you. It's hard.
Customers,
Bro,
business.
you just described my life right now. What are we doing in here?
Yeah, but it's easier. It's easier to like fit to grow and then have to expand than it is to like do what you're doing here, where you get like a big thing and then filling it in.
Yeah, it's like-
a lot harder to fill it in.
What's that? What is the snake grows into the cage you put it in?
Yeah.
I'm making up metaphors here, but no, you have to put it
Something like I was like,
if you
yeah,
put
that's something.
No,
I bet that on the back of the
there's some
store
truth
one
there.
day.
My sister got a snake, and there was a whole debate about how big should the cage be, because if you put them in a small tank, they will like evolution limits them from growing a certain length. You put them in a big tank, they will grow that big, like 5 foot, 20 foot. And I think that's just so emotionally receptive here in this metaphor, because you. Yeah, so
Like
Just
you
get a
did,
snake.
just
Get a
grow into
snake.
that big
Get a
snake, you know what I
Just-
mean?
Just be the snake, man.
Yeah.
Be the snake.
Yeah, man, just control your big ass snake.
See, after this, you guys will Google dispensary, and you'll know what man is talking about.
Hey guys, fact check me. I might be talking on my ass here, but something about snakes and cages.
Yeah, I know that's how bearded dragons work.
Yeah, I was about to
Maybe
say
it's
I
the
have a bearded dragon.
dragons.
That's exactly how it works.
Yeah, I wonder if it's all reptiles.
Probably, I don't know. Somebody tell us down in the comments if all reptiles go.
Leave a
to
comment.
convocation.
Reptiles are asexual. I mean, I'm probably capping my ass off.
All right, so last question for you then on.
How do we always?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call a second to
asexual?
last question. All right. What would you want your legacy to be in the culture that you've created so far, that you're in, that you're around? Whatever you would call your culture. What do you want your legacy to be for the people that remember?
Like
Tri
the
City?
Baltimore barber.
The-
I want to be the one who brought the best barbershops, to the most locations in the city, and two, hopefully is able to push the style limits that we have in this city a little further.
Hey, man, you gotta
if
get
we
the
can be
trends.
the next style centric city, there's nothing holding us back. It's just like some silly kind of mentality that a lot of people around here have, is that we're not gonna be that. But there's nothing holding us back. from
Toupee
being so
game,
far.
right? I'm gonna hit you up. You better have
Baltimore
toupees
barber.
in like 5 years or
This
so.
guy
I better be able to
wanted
come
toupees.
up and get a number one. You feel me? And the next week show up with dreads, and then the week after that, Bantu knots. I need to.
You ever seen Joe Dirt?
Yeah, Joe Dirte.
Yeah, he had a wig. You can just switch it out.
No, it was
you
actually
talking about
glued
that.
to his head.
No, it was infused.
Oh yeah.
It grew into the fibers.
It grew into his
The
head.
fibers
I just watched that like last week.
he
though.
got it changed at the end, and he had some sweet dreads. He had some Rasta dreads.
See, exactly.
We can do it.
You
I
talking
got
about that Jimmy Butler? You trying
Oh,
to come in with 8 different pictures every year?
Nah.
Whatever we do, we're not going to do the LeBron bleeding down the face kind of shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
So the Baltimore barber,
The-
capital T underlined word, the Baltimore barber.
Apostrophe E.
Why would we apostrophe?
I don't know.
What are we even
right,
talking
so-
about?
all right, so I think it's
Write
gonna be a
that
fun
down.
way to end out the episode, right?
Couscous Skittles. I don't know.
What's like, if you had to tell what you think is the most interesting story or a thing that's happened to you on your journey of being a barber, what's the one thing you would tell?
Barber journey.
Barber journeys.
What's that one crazy thing that happened or that one story? Like, what's
Oh,
that?
I've got to go in. And this isn't like. It's a cool story. It's not like that crazy. It's just unique. So I was working at the studio in Fed Hill, just me. It was a Saturday, and I didn't like working that late on Saturdays, but I was there until probably like 5:30 or 6, and I just started getting blown up on my phone by the Four Seasons, and that's like a good sign. So I missed one, maybe two, and then I answer, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, who is calling me? And it was the front desk, and they were being really, really careful to not say who, like I was going to come and cut, but they wanted to see if I would be willing to come and do it there. And I was like, listen, like it's a Saturday night. Like, you're going to have to tell me what I'm coming there for.
Yeah, right.
So
if it's Milli Vanilli, nah.
Yeah, so they were reluctant to say, but they were like, it's the Prince of Dubai and his family, and they want you to come here and cut their hair. Later on, I find out there's like a lot of princes of Dubai. So this is not the main one, but it's a Prince of Dubai.
You said the Prince?
They said
the front desk don't know.
The Prince of Dubai's hair.
I mean, they were super cool though. Yeah. I went there. They were basically like, the front desk was like, you can just name your price, and I wasn't charging as much as I am now, and I really wanted it to be a reoccurring thing, so I didn't go crazy on it. Right?
$20.
Also,
Did you go up,
don't
though?
you kind of expect that maybe the tip would be?
That's what I was
really
thinking.
Cool?
Did they tip you? So I thought, okay.
Don't tell me.
I was like excited about like, maybe I'm gonna get a baby tiger. Maybe it's gonna be a Rolex. Who knows? Who knows? It's just a brick of gold.
Fair.
They're like, here, bro.
Here you go. So many Dubai stories that like there's so everyone has a Dubai story that ends. Like the Fluffy, he talks about his time in Dubai where he got like a Rolex.
I cut the and no one requires like that much work, right? Maybe I think the cousin needed the most. He had the best hair. He had, but granted, I don't like doing this because cutting in a hotel or like
bad lighting.
Yeah, you're in a bathroom. You're like in a chair like this.
And the stakes
it's like
are
not
high.
Great.
It's like
and the stakes are high.
Punishable by death if you like cut their ear or something.
Right. So no, I do. I do a good job. They're very happy.
They'll take you there.
No, they do not tip.
That's crazy, bro.
Because they don't believe in the culture.
They do not tip.
And you said $20 for everyone.
No, it was $100 a head, which is not crazy to go there.
And especially, to go to Four Seasons.
Nah,
you should have charged more.
Should have charged more.
But I think it's fair to
I was
they're not
trying
coming
to
back.
be crazy.
They're not coming back.
And trust me, I get it because as I've had to deal with a decent amount of celebrities myself, and I've given more than I would like to make known shit for free.
Yeah.
When they could fully well afford to pay for it.
50 times over.
I will say that some of them made it up on the back end. And I will say that at least one or two other
Happy
celebrities
endings.
basically took care of the tab for all the rest of them. So
Yeah.
you will catch one or two that'll be the
And
ones you want.
I'm not gonna sweat it. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather treat people,
But nah,
like
that's an experience.
straight across the board and hope for that. And now I know. I'm like,
But nah, I fully understand how you feel though. Of like, yo, you're really not about to like, really, bro?
you should have seen the number of shopping bags they had lined up. It was all right. So there was 4 different condos in the Four Seasons that were the whole floor was theirs.
That's what I'm saying.
this
All
was
I heard was Prince of Dubai.
This is downtown. So
What was the Prince of Dubai doing in Fed Hill?
No. So they have apartments here because Johns Hopkins. So they come here for like just regular medical care.
I thought they were going to like the Charles or something, just going out, getting white girl wasted. Going to Banditos.
Not without the security. There was definitely some big ass security.
All I know is that Prince of Dubai means that you got that immunity and you getting. I don't care how many princes there are. You getting that. You got that.
One of them.
So would they remember
you're
you
one of them.
if you was just like coming to Dubai? You feel me? You talk to a security guy, be like, "Yo, got a motor. What kind of hair?"
I don't think I'm getting invited.
Can we get him on the
No,
pod?
we're gonna go.
Can we get him on the pod?
Yeah, can we? No, we'll go. We'll just try to phone him. He'll try to phone him.
I didn't have any of their numbers. I had like their like
me
coordinator's
again.
number.
Yeah.
I maybe have it in there. I have no idea. I'd be interested to see what it's under. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Shoot your
not.
shot.
I thought you
Fucking
were.
Prince of
All
Dubai.
I'm gonna say is I thought you were gonna say like you were giving somebody a haircut and they like reached back and tried touching you. You said you cut the Prince of Dubai's hair.
Yeah,
that is not the story I was expecting. I thought we were gonna get some just like barbershop story. That is over the top. That's great.
I came in-
I was gonna end it. But on that note, then, what's the worst client you've ever had? Can you remember? Like, what's the worst story you can think of?
I mean, like worst repeat client or worst client?
Nah,
just
you
period.
ain't even got because just the worst
There's
experience you've ever
one
had.
dude who came in once, and I did a very easy, like it was like a number 1 all over, slight taper and a shape up. It's a fast haircut, right? It was like 15 minutes. Next time he comes in, he wants a skin fade and all the shape up stuff, and he had in like long. It was like a much different haircut. And I told him, I was like, listen, man, like I don't really have time for this. You booked the same as last time, and he was like, I forgot what he said, but he was just like, oh well, I don't need it. And I'm like, no, you don't. You can leave.
Wait,
Like
I want to tap onto that. do people like is the arguments break out? Do people cry after like? Do you ever have those moments where it's like do they not pay because you charge afterwards? Like have you had these moments?
We had, and you know, not myself. Honestly, it's funny because like the worst haircut I think I gave the person who was the most upset like with what I gave them back, you know, this is like maybe 2 years into me cutting. It wasn't even a bad haircut. It was just like a little bit higher than he wanted. So he was like not happy, and I was like, dude, honestly, like, you know, you could have gotten butchered. This is not that. I feel like let's be. And I don't think I charged him.
I feel like it's always before like weddings or proms or events where they're like high stakes, where they're more stressed out, like the cutting the bride's hair or something, where she might get emotional.
Right.
But like
we did one of my younger barbers did a pixie cut on this Asian girl, and it got fucked. And there was no saving it.
Here's a photo.
I stepped in and I really tried to help, but yeah, she definitely cried. She definitely cried. But she shouldn't have been there.
It's her fault.
She shouldn't have come in for that
fault.
haircut at a barbershop. It was asking for disaster.
Yeah.
What is she at?
So what the fuck is up? What do you do in that situation?
So like
what happened?
With Asian hair, it's very straight and thick, and it's gonna stick out. So the shorter you go, the spikier it's gonna be. So like for a feminine haircut, you want it to lay down,
right,
and be like nice and feathered and stuff.
Yeah.
He took her hairline all the way. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Damn.
And really, what I should have said is like, we should buzz your head, because she had a good hairline. She probably would have loved it. But I was trying to salvage it. And like it just
like,
was bad.
girl, that's that new hobo hippie vibe. You feel me? It's popping right now.
And whenever you're trying to like save somebody's haircut from like a bad one, it's like you're limited to start.
No, I think you just gotta be like, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. She fucked up, so like, we can try to fix what we can fix. Like at that point, you just gotta lay it on straight.
She knew.
Oh, well, right.
It was bad.
Everyone.
It was
knew.
bad, and he turns to me, he's just like,
Can I
help me?
Take ass hair and put it on her forehead? You want me to do that? We don't do transplants here, my guy.
Like, pick it up, put it back.
Put it
back on, put it back.
I hope you guys.
Shit like that is crazy.
I was just gonna say, I hope you guys have learned something today. I hope this was an informational pod for you all, you aspiring barbers out there.
You can do it.
Don't take that hairline too short.
If you've taken one thing from this
that's
episode,
the one advice he give himself.
Don't take the hair. You can always take more, but you can't put it back.
Yeah, right.
See you next time.
See you next time. Words of advice.
Appreciate you coming on, though.
Oh yeah, this was awesome.
You're watching DLC.
Please like and subscribe.